Hello, my name is Creosticks, and welcome back to Alan Wake. And if you think this looks spooky, then you're not alone because, oh boy, oh, yeah. Pick up everything and try to, you know, live through it. How about that? Yeah?
It can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Also, I think in like the second video, I think Stucky was talking about like Nordic walking, which is like, oh boy, that kind of made me laugh when I sort of watched it. Okay. Hi. Do you wanna dance?
Oh no.
Or
Even with the engine takes hours to cool.
note to self: red barrels don't explode. At least not in this game.
Easy and fatal.
Come on, eat it. Eat the thing.
This place cool, forgotten inch has destroyed. Then rent car.
Careful. Careful, careful. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat it. Come on. Come on. Don't do that. It's not, come on. You just stay in the sight of my flashlight. It's no, boyo. It's not polite to avoid my flashlight. You're making a scene. Come on now. Stucky. We talked about this. We were supposed to have coffee. I thought we had an agreement, man. Eat it. Come on. I got an achievement of Nordic walking. Okay, good.
Vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Well, I mean, you've already seen it, like, what, 15 bodies disappear like that with the nightmares they gave you, so, you know, it's not that bad, I'm sure, at this point. But yeah, at least the oppressive feel gave up a bit, so that's good. Again, I'm probably gonna miss manuscript pages in this place, but that's just gonna have to be the way it is. Oh boy. Keeping an eye out, but you know how it is. Press green button. Or open the thing to press green button. Switch, whatever. Open. Yes, good. And we have a checkpoint and everything. How nice of them. Nothing here. Okay. I would love to find indeed all of the pages, but then oh, I remember that deer statue. It was in the opening when they were talking about the deer fest, and it was on a truck. Which is it's still on a truck, or yeah. Huh.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Right. I was just. Thanks, Alan. We were clearly on the same wavelength, at least. That's good. Okay, just checking some corners. There's nothing in here, right? Can I go there? I can. But there's nothing here. Oh boy. Can I go back? Yes, good. For a very, very short moment, I was a bit worried there, but we're fine. It's all good. And also, nothing bad ever happened ever again in Alan Wake's life anyway, and
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Well, might not want to get too used to that. There's this page. Go take page. Read page. You. I probably missed this, I don't know.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stuckey looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Oh, so that's how it happened. Okay, so there's like this unspecified the dark that just
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Now that is interesting. Full week, you say? We did have the lady Satan was talking about the I heard her mention keep going, and there was like a moment of typewriting, I think. A very, very short moment during the blackout, quote unquote, just before I woke up in the
I had
car.
to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
I'm working on it. Give me just a hot second.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
I think we just read about that, Alan.
I'll write. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Short answer, yes, but that's beside the point. But let's just Nordic walking, incontestably proven health benefit. That's like an inside joke, especially back when this game like came out in 2010-ish. Nordic walking, you know, you walk and have those sticks, like, you know, one would use with skiing, but just have those sticks and walk with those was like the most uncool and just dumb and just like embarrassing, and all like no one ever wanted to do that, and it's just like, why is this the thing? And like at least in my school we had to do that at least once, and it is like, oh, what the hell? Why? What's no? Just no. So yeah, that's why that's a thing. It's I think it has died out very, very quickly. It's a very time specific joke, that, but man, for a few years that was the thing, and everyone hated it. Like, why? Who is responsible for this? The 68th annual Deer Fest, September 15th to 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music for the children, Bucktooth Charlie afternoons, and Montgomery the Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deerfest Parade. Fair enough. Was the E and exit on the page as well? Ooh, could I have some sunglasses? That could be cool. I could wear sunglasses at night and be all... yes. So Bright Falls. Wait. If I'm reading the map right, southwest of Bright Falls is a place called Watery. I suppose it's not, you know... there probably are a number of places called Watery in the world. That's probably a case. It just sounds a little weird, but is there any other collectibles or interactable to do before I hit the phone? I don't remember. Or to get items, or I think we're fine. So go pick up the phone and call the police. Yes.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
You didn't pick up the... Hello, lady sheriff person thing. Are you not dark? Well, taken, you know?
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen.
I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wade.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
And a couple of axe rings as well.
Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
Not anymore.
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
That might be true, but then again, it's kind of weird how... Well, I mean, yeah, that's like, that checks out, yeah. And... And there's nothing. There's only a collapsed bridge pier and only a lake.
Okay.
Alan Wake. Well then, good for us. Yes, awesome. Interesting point, however, we have these end of episode things here. Yeah, end of episode 1. Enter.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Let's not do that.
Bright Falls with
Well,
my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't
Actually-
wanna hear it. God damn it, Alice.
let's do this.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Awesome. So yeah. New York City 3 years ago. Oh. I wasn't expecting that, okay. I don't remember all of the stuff really, it's been too long. You have less of a beard. Or you had 3 years ago.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Awesome.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Okay.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Do you have thermostats? I collect those. So... Now that is a weather, I gotta admit. Ooh.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Ooh. Now that is a... cool blizzard, I like it. Feels homey already. Do I go outside to cool off? No. Looks like an expensive balcony though. Phew. It almost looks like there should be a TV here, but there isn't. How interesting. Oh! Oh! They've bought one, but it's not yet unpacked. I see, okay. Alice, listen!
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
Well,
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
good for you. For you too, I mean. Also, the dude who's in those pictures, and also the character model is a Finnish actor called Ilkka Villi, who's obviously not the voice actor here, but it's a fun little factoid. He after the game he appeared in some phone operator ads in Finland, and I was like, oh, that's Alan Wake, or the guy from Alan Wake doing a thing. I was all entertained by that. And what do I press? Examine, but I'm trying to. How do I examine cover mock-ups? Or were those not the thing? I might have skimmed through. Right, here we are. Sorry.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Give me a second, I'll read the thing. Oh,
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
that is the voice of Max Payne again. I like it. I like it a lot. That's... ooh. And there's another one.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Ooh, boyo.
Alan!
That sounds...
Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I will. Give me
I'm
a
right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Alan Wake, return to sender. What I can't forget. Alex Casey, the things that I want. The fall of Casey. And that's the sudden stop right there. Okay. Okay.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
I'm coming. I'm stuck in the geometry a bit there. I don't think that's the fuse box, right? I think I even...
Alan! I really need those lights on.
I'm working on it. I just had to check a corner to see if that was... But I think I saw the fuse box in here.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
That's
Don't
fine.
worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
That's a pretty nice moment, I find. But I did not remember that the Max Payne voice would read the other, right falls the present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Very bad. Awesome, yeah.
I'm okay. My head's fine.
I'm
I
sure.
had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Well,
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
well, good that we have healthcare in here, you know. Examine the fish.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I am a fishing man, at least in my YouTube channel. I do the dovetail Euro fishing things, and every once in a while, I should probably do another episode. I think at some
I believe
point.
you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
I will. Give me a second. I'm just gonna check for things. Is that an old radio? That's cool. Awesome. But I don't think there's anything to pick up in here, so go. I can't run though. Move. Open door. There we are. Oh, aren't you the lady who didn't like the dark in the bathroom thing?
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Okay.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Down the
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
A number, actually, but that's neither here nor there, I'm sure. But yeah, I just wanted to check the corners for stuff and to listen to your explicative. Coffee therm. Oh, let's read. And indeed, I believe I missed a few in the
Alice looked
fine.
through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Oh dear, that's the Lady Satan. Press button. Lady police person. I went into this room and then I see a green button that is flashing. I feel I am very much obligated to press the button. Bye.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Okay. Good for everyone.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
I'm working on it. There's a missing cat, apparently. That's... Also, why would you... Why would you black out the eyes of the cat if it's missing? You might want to, recognize the cat by... Oh well. So... Meeting room was where I was. So... In here? Oh. Missing posters. Have you seen disappeared on 6/20/07 identifying features knack for winning contests? I don't know if they're from the dev team or something. Richard Baugh, Bruce Dansky, and Jacob Miller are on a camping trip overdue, haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know of their whereabouts, please call. Thank you. They might be from the dev team, but as the pictures, but not sure. Well, Sarah.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
I hope you didn't... I can explain the pictures with the...
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
With the mirror and no clothes. It was for a book. You see, I needed to get into character of... Yeah.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Right.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Okay, then. Sarah.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
No.
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
Not
Okay.
suspicious
You
at
can
all.
find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
Yeah, let's do it next week. I gotta go meet someone at midnight because reasons.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Oh,
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here!
I wonder if I can.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Will do.
You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Good for you. Space alien. As opposed to the ones who, yeah, don't come from space.
I told him,
Let's read.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay. We would be talking apparently about the diner in the very beginning and the dark corridor with the bathrooms. Fits. And let's roll.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
I'll do that in just a second because I see a thermos and a radio. Both of which are probably important. Can you...
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party. and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Okay then. Some lore important stuff there, I am sure. Ah, that's the junker with the thing.
The
Let's
caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Hop. Kick. Boom. Ooh. That's for me for sure. That's a manuscript page. Give. Read.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Right. And
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
awesome. And I also just got a checkpoint in that just before the call, which is a good enough thing because I'm actually all out of time for this episode. But this is interesting. It has a lot of things I didn't remember, and that's like keeping me very, very intrigued as well. But I do hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment, or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really, really help. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.